What if everything you thought you knew about taking tax-free cash in retirement was only half the story? Are there secrets to unlocking more from your pension without falling into common traps? Hi there, I'm Hilary, and today we're diving back into the world of pensions, specifically tackling the top 3 questions people ask me about taking tax-free cash from their pensions. Is grabbing that cash at retirement always the smartest move? Or could there be more strategic ways to maximise your savings? So the first question, is it best to take your full tax-free cash when you retire? Is it really the best move, or could there be more to consider? So when it comes to retirement, grabbing that 25% tax-free cash lump sum might seem to be a no-brainer. After all, it's tax-free money, isn't it? While that's true and might be the perfect choice for some, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. So let's break it down. Now, some of you might have plans for that lump sum, a dream holiday or paying off your mortgage, but could those plans be achieved through other savings without actually dipping into your pension? Using non-pension savings for big purchases means that you're simply swapping one asset for another. Both are subject to inheritance tax. But if you use your pension's tax-free cash, what you're doing is moving money from an IHT-free environment to one that's taxable. And if you don't spend that cash, it sits outside the protective pension wrapper, potentially facing further taxes and IHT for your family. So before diving into your pension pot, consider if what's left will support you throughout your retirement. That tax-free cash isn't just a bonus, it's a crucial part of your long-term income strategy. Remember, once you've taken all your tax-free cash, any future withdrawals from your pension fund are fully taxable. It might feel good now, but could that lead to more tax paid over the long haul? The second question is it more tax efficient to take tax-free cash in phases before any taxable pension income? Now this sounds obvious, doesn't it? On the surface, using your tax-free cash entitlement to cover lifestyle expenses seems like a great idea. You're meeting your income needs without paying a penny in tax. But let's pause and zoom out to see the bigger retirement picture. Because here's the twist. While grabbing your tax-free cash up front minimises taxes now, it might actually set you up for a higher tax bill down the road. Why is that? Well, because once the tax-free cash is gone, every penny you take out from your pension fund is taxable, which might push you into higher tax brackets over time. So let's consider George, who has decided to retire early at 55. He has £1 million in his SIPP and he needs £50,000 a year net of tax. George has £250,000 tax-free cash and he could take out £50,000 a year for the next 5 years to give him the income that he needs, and he won't pay any tax. After that though, he'd have to draw £64,500 to get the same net income. So a smarter strategy might be to take a combination of tax-free cash and flexi access drawdown up to his personal allowance as a minimum to save paying more tax later on. The strategy here is about balance, mixing tax-free withdrawals with taxable income to optimise your tax situation year by year. It's all about stretching your personal allowance and possibly staying within lower tax bands throughout retirement, not just at the start. And finally, question 3, can I take tax-free cash after age 75? Now this is a topic that stirs up a lot of questions about tax efficiency and estate planning. So can you really tap into tax-free cash post 75? Let's uncover this. Contrary to public belief, tax-free cash can indeed be taken after age 75, and it opens up strategic opportunities to manage your income withdrawals in a tax-efficient manner, leveraging personal allowances and lower tax bands even in later retirement. But here's where it gets interesting. The strategy of withdrawing tax-free cash isn't just about your immediate tax savings. It's also about considering the impact on your beneficiaries. If you pass away after age 75 without having taken all your tax-free cash, could there be a missed opportunity for tax savings? It's a balancing act. On one hand, taking your tax-free cash before 75 can make sense, especially if you plan to use it soon. But if it's not spent, this could just translate into a 40% inheritance tax hit on those funds compared to potentially lower income tax rates on withdrawals by your beneficiaries. Let's look at Judy, who at 75 has £1 million in a SIPP and she hasn't touched it yet. So she could withdraw £250,000 tax-free, but if she doesn't spend it and she passes away, that amount faces IHT of 40%. Alternatively, if she leaves it in her pension fund, her children can receive it net of their own tax rate, which might well be less than 40%. Or they have the option to leave the money to use as their own pension fund at a later date. So before you rush to withdraw your tax-free cash, consider your own particular circumstances and what's best for you and your family. And if you have any questions or a scenario you're puzzling over, drop them into the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.